Lawmakers in Mexico are thinking about trying out marriage licenses that expire after a certain period of time. So they're temporary marriage licenses, and you get to renew them if you decide that your marriage is going well.
You know, that's a fascinating idea.
I actually don't think it's a bad idea. So you can take out a marriage license that expires in 2 years. After that 2-year period is up, if you decide that you're both happy with one another, you will renew your marriage license.
Yeah, I'm now against it. Look, there's some logic in it, and it keeps the marriage a little fresh, a little like, oh, like in 2 years, we got to see if it's still working, etc. But I realize, it's just an excuse for women to have multiple marriages. Like ceremonies, weddings.
No, no, you don't have to have a ceremony.
I know, yeah. And when you go to the 2-year renewal, you think your wife is going to be like, oh, we're just going to sign a piece of paper, that's all that's going to happen?
You're ridiculous.
So we're not going to invite any of our friends, I'm not going to put on a nice dress, that's how you're going to do it? Disastrous idea. Totally against it.
Well, so you're against a celebratory function?
I'm in favor of celebrating by going to get a nice meal, okay? But I'm against celebrating when it costs like $20,000, $30,000, $40,000.
If you're married to someone who wants to celebrate and you don't want to celebrate, maybe that's not the right one for you, and you let that marriage license expire.
But that's exactly what women are going to do to make you do another wedding ceremony.
Okay, I'm not going to say most, but I'm sure there are women out there who aren't going to use this as an opportunity to have another wedding. You know why? Weddings suck. Okay.
Yeah, only in your mind. Right, okay. 98% of women will do it. Okay, I'm overgeneralizing, just calm down, okay? But some percentage of women will say, I guess if you don't care, I mean, it's coming up for renewal. I guess if you don't care at all. I mean, she just said it.
Okay, can we just not focus on, that's such a small part of the story.
Is that right?
Can we focus on the more important part of it?
Right, maybe.
Yes, it does keep the marriage fresh. And I like the fact that you don't have to go through the drama of getting a divorce, because if you're unhappy with one another, you just let it expire and you're done.
No, that's much better, yeah. When you go to your friends, hey, how's your wife doing? Oh, I don't know, my marriage expired. It's okay, it's not a big deal. We didn't get divorced, it just expired.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to be convincing at all.
I like that idea.
Like, how many kids do you have? From the marriage that expired? I have 2. Is that a problem? It doesn't help at all.
No, but it's easier on the couple because you don't have to go to court. You settle everything that has to do with money beforehand, right? So if you're unhappy with one another, you already have this agreement. It's already on paper. You let it expire, and you don't have to go through this, horrible divorce. You don't have to go through court. You don't have to go through all that.
Yeah, no, that I like. No, I like that part.
Why is Huger so against it? Are you a little worried?
No, I like that part. I like the part with the alimony, Okay, but it also reminds me of what Shiites do sometimes. Shiites do the temporary marriages. You remember we've done this story like several times. I mean, I did it mainly in the first hour, but what they do is they get religious. Just calm down.
Oh, now I'm against it.
Okay, just calm down.
That's an aspect of it that I didn't think about. The guy is probably going to want to leave because he wants a fresh squeeze.
Of course, Casper finally gets it. Anyway, look.
Against.
Okay, so the Shiites will do these temporary marriages. They're like, well, how temporary would you like it? They're like, and now, by the way, not all Shiites, but some of the Ayatollahs clear this. And they're like, oh, you'd like a temporary marriage for an hour? Well, we can make that happen. Of course, you're going to pay a price for that, to the woman, for the marriage, right? I mean, but prostitution? No, of course not. We are, we follow the Holy Quran. Oh, you'd like to last a little longer? We can make a temporary marriage of 2 hours if you like.